Really, the only thing I consistently do is like I do my breathing. Like I try to do like a meditation before I go on. Yeah.
Are you good at meditating? Because I'm terrible at it.
Am I good at it?
Yes, because
It depends on, I don't know if I'm good. It works for me. You know what I mean? Like I have a
thing.
A style and a technique that I use for myself.
Like you make people get out, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Breathing.
Yeah. But what I do in the room before a show is different than what I do at home. You know what I mean? It's just like before the show, it's like, I just need 5 minutes if I can get it.
Yeah.
I'll take 10, but I'll take 3. I just got to do something to clear my head.
Some people probably call that prayer because it's like a form of prayer,
I do that
right?
too. I do that separately.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, you could probably, I do them separately. I actually do it at the end.
So wait, are you like, because I've heard you say this, but so you like meditation has like become a thing, like a regular part of your life? Like you do it all the time?
No.
Oh.
I think people think that. Like, because I've had somebody talk to me, they're like, oh, man, they think that like I'm a big...
Right. Like you meditated before this interview.
Yeah, I actually did.
Did you really?
I did.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, but even that is misleading. I do it when I get a little anxiety. You know what I mean? Or a lot of anxiety. When there's like a stressful situation. That's what I don't like about myself is like, I want to become disciplined to where it is a part of my life every day. When things are like good or things are like a little stressful. So like I haven't done an interview in mad long. So like before I come up here, I'm feeling like I'm excited, but it's also like, oh, it's a little nerves. Like it would feel like before I go on a big show or something.
That's so surprising to me.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Because I would feel the same way on my side of this. So I'm driving here. I didn't expect to do this interview, so I'm not all the way as prepared as maybe I would have been had we planned this. So me, I had the same thing. Mine, I translate it to prayer or whatever. Maybe I don't call it meditation, but it's the same thing. It's like just make sure my intentions are good. Just make sure that somebody's walking with me. He's walking with me to whatever I'm doing, and then that's kind of like it. Then you kind of got to let it go. So it's probably a similar thing.
Well, to meditate, I do that. The prayer, I should have did that before this too, because it's just like a show where I basically state my intentions and like ask for like guidance. Like, yo, I know these words. These people paid hard-earned money to come to this show. Let me nail everything. Let me try things I haven't done before. That's a prayer. Like I'm asking for like guidance and like help in that area. The meditation for me is more like being present. I'm not trying to think anything. I'm not praying about anything. I'm just still observing. So if my mind is racing, and it might be nerves, or it might be there's a bill due, or it might be this is happening in the family, I'm noticing it, and I'm trying to
let it go.
Let it go, but also not fight it. Bring my attention back to like my breathing, something that's currently happening, the sound of that fan. I just listen and try to like focus on that. And what you'll notice is like my mind will start going to something else. Like, oh, my mom said something on the phone, boom, boom, boom. And I'll start thinking about that. And I might go on a 30-second trip on that thought. And then I catch it like, oh, look what just happened. It's fine. Let me bring my attention back to that fan. Something that's like present moment. And like, I want to become a person that does that every day. Not just when like I feel anxiety or I feel stress. Because I'm like, yo, I see what it does for me in those moments when like things are like stressful or like I'm feeling anxious. It settles me. It brings me like back to the current moment. I can't imagine what it would do for me
if you did it every day
on a Tuesday in the crib. You know what I mean? Like, I can't imagine. Like, I feel like
we gotta get there. You gotta get there. You inspired me. I just learned something from you just now, because I get anxiety about meditation because I do that. I travel, my brain starts, and then I get frustrated with myself, and I'm like, I can't do it.
Oh, like I'm doing this wrong.
I'm doing it wrong.
Yeah.
And then I get aggravated and frustrated, and then I don't want to do that again. And so I don't do it as much as I should. But giving yourself the like freedom to just kind of say, I got that. Okay, but let me. I'm gonna try it that way
like
next time.
It's supposed to be like when you start meditating, that's supposed to happen. All it's showing you is that, and all it's showing me and showing all of us is that like I'm not in control. I'm letting my mind like run the show, which is fine. I don't want that to happen for myself. You know what I mean? I don't want to be like a slave to my thoughts.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like I don't want to, and I feel like that's how I've been living my life.
Yeah.
Being like a slave to like my thoughts. And 98% of my thoughts ain't even my thoughts. It's something I seen on Twitter, heard on TV, something my mom told me when I was younger, something somebody else said me. So these thoughts are like fears and worries or like just ideas from other people. And it's like, that stuff is controlling me.
Yeah.
In a meditation, and I'm talking about it as if I do this all the time.
No, but it still doesn't matter.
Okay,
It's
cool.
better. Somebody like me who only does it once in a blue moon and wants to. You're more advanced than me, so you get that.
So
You're
like,
already more advanced than
cool.
me.
So like, if you catch yourself doing it again,
yeah,
just enjoy the fact that you can even recognize
and
that
bring it
it's
back.
hard.
Okay.
Yeah, like, oh man, like this is hard for me. It's okay. Let me just bring it back. This is what I realized because I took a long break from it. Mm-hmm. And then now that I'm back on it, I realized that some of the same stuff that I didn't like about it before, not because of other people, but because of myself, things that I see and make me feel a certain type of way, boom, boom, boom. I noticed that like the break didn't do anything.
It's still there.
It's still there. I realized that, you know, there's things that I beat in my life, like things that I had to like overcome just to like be a better person for myself. Like, yo, I don't like the fact that I'm doing this. Let me stop doing it. But guess what? It's not just as easy as like, oh, let me stop. No, it's hard. You know what I mean? And those things I attack head on, like putting myself in situations where it's like, let's say drinking, right? I'll just stop drinking. It's not that I won't drink. Like if it's your birthday,
We're gonna
and I'm with
toast.
you,
Yeah.
Cole, have a drink. I do it. It's not like, no, I just don't drink. But I noticed I was in a point in my life where it's like, I felt like I had to. Like whenever I was going out, it was just natural. Oh, just let me get a drink. Let me get a drink. We on tour every day. Let's get a drink. Which seemed inconsequential to me, right? But then I started to notice around the time I was like, yo, what am I doing this for? Like, why am I doing this? And then tracing back all the things in my life that where did it start? Where my childhood? Where did it come from? And I was like, let me stop doing it. And it was my man's birthday. This was 2015. And I was like, I'm gonna just try tonight. I'm gonna go out. I'm not gonna drink. And this is like unheard of. You know, in my life, it's like, yo,
what's wrong with you?
Yeah, like
Right.
I would never even would have thought the day would have came where I would have stopped drinking. Because to me, it wasn't a big deal. You know what I mean? But this is when I noticed it was a big deal. Because when I tried to go out that night and like not drink, I could feel the pull and the tug. It wasn't like I was like, yo, I ain't drinking no more. And it was like,
Cool.
oh, easy.
Yeah.
No problem. No. I felt the pull and the tug for mad long. Like putting myself in these situations. And when I noticed that pull and that tug, that like, that my body, my mind was telling me like, yo, and then I was like, damn, I want to like have a drink. That's what let me know like, oh, like something's there, right? So I say all of that to say, I kept putting myself in situations or finding myself in situations where like I would want to drink. And this is a small example I'm giving you because it's kind of inconsequential. You know what I mean, in my life.
I feel really guilty that there's Jameson in my tea right now.
You on vacation.
I know.
Don't forget that.
I'm like, did I feel a pull to put this Jameson in my tea?
No, my bad.
No,
I'm not
it's
trying
okay.
to
It's
feel
fine.
like that.
It's
I'm
fine.
just,
No, it's
I'm saying
fine.
that to say, I didn't like how it was making me feel. So I attacked it head on. I kept finding myself in situations where I would want to do that, right?
Yeah.
And every time I said no and was successful, I felt more empowered. Like I felt like I was beating whatever this little thing was that had this like pull on me, right?
Yeah.
Every time I would say no. But I feel like it's because I put myself right there. This is a very long explanation for social media, but it's coming around.
No, I get it.
I got stronger because I faced it head on, like and empowered myself through every time I was like, nah, I'm good. You know what I mean? Like it's something, you know, it's my man wedding or something. I'm just like, nah, somewhere where it's like, yo, you gotta take it. I'm just like, nah, I'm not drinking no more. I got more empowered, like and stronger, right?
Right.
I say with social media, I was off it for so long that I thought that like, oh, I had beat this addiction. You know what I mean? Like I had beat this thing. And then I got back on it and I realized like, oh, nah, you just took a break. I didn't face it like head on, you know what I mean? And I know I'm putting a lot
How
of
do you
like,
do that though?
How do I face it head on?
Yeah.
I think I have to, I'm dealing with it right now.
Yeah, you haven't figured it all out.
The fix in the past would have been like, I'm just getting off this shit. I think the fix right now is like, no, let me get on it and figure out to become conscious of the pull or the feelings. The same way when I was in the party or at my man's wedding or wherever I am, where it's like, yo, I gotta have a drink when you want, but I've already made a personal decision that I'm not gonna do that. I gotta feel that feeling. And then the more aware I become of that feeling, like the more I'm in control and I'm like above it as opposed to being like a slave to it or pulled by it, right?
Yeah, no, I get it.
So I feel like with social media and just my phone in general, but really social media since I got back on, it's like, what is this pull to like, why I keep checking this shit every 5 minutes? Like every 10 minutes, what am I checking? So it's like noticing that, being in the crib, being at the show and noticing, catching myself, being aware, same way we talked about the meditation in the beginning, just being conscious of the fact that like, yo, there's an urge right now to pick up my phone. And even if I wasn't on social media, we had like a group chat, like a WhatsApp group chat that we got. Right. I had to get out of that for a minute.
That'll get you too.
Thing. Yeah, but now I'm back, I got the same thing with that. I'm back in the chat and like I can see, yo, this is pulling me. Like this has control over me. And these things seem like,
and you're an evolved human. Imagine for like, a young person or kids who grow up in that and don't even know a way to not be on social media. You know what I'm saying? Like
100%. Like I know life without it.
You know life without it. And also you're like a thoughtful person to even think about yourself and how you're acting. If you're a young kid and this is all you know, it's like, how do you pull yourself out of that? You can't. It's like impossible for them. It's not impossible. It's not impossible.
But somebody has to tell them.
Yes, agreed.
That there's even something. Somebody has to make you aware that something's even pulling your strings. That's what I don't like. I don't like something pulling my strings. I want to be in full control. If I'm making this decision, it's because I'm consciously saying, yo, I want to do this and I'm okay with the repercussions.
Right.
If social media, I don't like the repercussions. I feel like I'm wasting time. I feel like I'm allowing other people's thoughts to become my thoughts. I feel like I'm diving into other people's business. I feel like there's good from it. I feel like it's a news source. You know what I mean? It's like communication. I feel like there's positives of it, but the negatives I don't like. So it's like, it's on me to say, let me get back control of this.